Alright, what is up YouTube? Today we're going to be talking about Power Rangers Once and Always. This is a redo video. I realized in the last video I sort of rushed in. I really didn't talk about it. So in this video I'm actually going to talk about it thoroughly and into detail. I got Black Mirror's video up, Power Ranger icon. So now I'm hoping to be like him in a sense. But yeah, let's get into it. So boom, we're going to talk story first. So the movie opens up with Billy going against a robotic Rita, and the army Rita has is very powerful. Like when I say powerful, I mean the putties are kicking Billy's butt so bad it's not even funny. Like Billy's in a fighting stance like this, like he's ready for the smoke, and then when he starts dishing out hands, he's doing well, but then like out of nowhere, he gets grabbed and goes pop, 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 and just gets knocked to the floor. And it's like, damn, Billy, you getting smoked right now. So then, the other Rangers would then appear. They transport there, and then, they gotta have the corny one-liners. So they're like, yeah, let's take this Rita down, and boom, they're fighting the putties. Billy goes to handle Rita on his own. Um, there's even a cool shot where Billy does like a little side flip over Rita, which was nice. But then Billy ends up getting overpowered by Rita, and boom, Trini jumps in the way to protect Billy. After the Rita sends out a blast, Trini jumps in the way of it, and it like sends Trini back. So you think that in Power Rangers, when you get hit, you're gonna go like this, right? You're gonna hit the wall and then you're just gonna fall to the floor. That don't happen with Trini. So when Trini gets hit, she goes like this, and like she's flipping in the air. And when she's flipping in the air, she goes like that, and boom, explosion. Trini gets exploded. Trini dies. Trini dies in this film, in this episode, or whatever you want to call it. She literally goes, and it's dead. So Trini is now dead, and even though they're not actually Jason, Tommy, and Kimberly, you can still tell the emotion that they had, even for the stunt doubles. Amazing work by the stunt doubles. Like, the Pink Ranger even drops on her knees. The red one goes to touch Billy's shoulder. Zach and Billy take their helmets off, so you can tell that it's a very sad scene. And Rita then disappears, obviously. So this was obviously to make sure there was no like issues or like continuity issues, since the actor for Trini, Toy Trank, had actually died. So that was the thing. So, Trini's now dead. We then cut to 1 year later, where the team is mourning her losses. They even have a whole funeral for her. We find out Trini had a daughter named Min, played by Charlie Kirsch. And she's still a little bit like, angry. She got a lot of built up anger. You can see it in her training when she's doing like kicks and practicing stuff like that. Yeah, you can tell that she's very, very angry still. Let me fix the key. Sorry about that. Let me just, yeah, that's amazing. Okay. So right, yeah, she's still pissed about like Rita killing her mom. Before this though, Billy and Zach had an argument about whether they should tell Min that her mom is dead, because Min's a child, so they didn't want to bear that burden. But Billy's like, you know what? She has to know the truth. She has to know that Rita Repulsa kills her mom. But that's when Min walks in from school and finds out all about that stuff, which is kind of upsetting. But you know what? It was honestly the right thing to do. Billy was in the right here, as you had to tell her. You had to tell her. We then find out that the reason why Rita is back is due to Billy, and Min has a sort of resentment towards Billy because of this, and because Rita killed her mom. So yeah, we cut to the funeral scene. When Zach then ends up moving in with Min, and how it works is that they go to the funeral, and while they head to the funeral, Billy, Billy, Jason, Tommy, and Kimberly get jumped by Robo Minotaur and Robo Slytherin, whatever his name is, and they proceed to fight. Now Billy is able to get away, but Slytherin has this sort of attack where when he jabs at you and it catches your arm, you're frozen, so you're stuck. And then he's able to like make you into a lightning collection action figure. He's literally able to make you into this. You legitimately get transformed into this, and I'm not even joking, because this figure and this figure both appear in the film. Basically, Slytherin turns you into a Power Ranger Lightning Collection figure. Literally turns you into that. So yeah, so Jason, Kimberly, and Tommy get captured. Then Billy escapes back to Cranston Tech, which is basically a different version of the Command Center. And we see a cracked tube and that's when no, we're not gonna get into that, right? So we see a crack tube there. Alpha decides to, and Alpha's back, so Alpha decides to teleport Cat and Rocky back, and boom, he gives the Cat and Rocky proxy coins, and these proxy coins basically make you into a ranger again. So boom, Rocky and Cat go. Zack leads the charge. It's morphin time. Mastodon, Pterodactyl, Triceratops, and Tyrannosaurus, and boom, they morph into rangers, and boom, they head to, I believe, Angel Grove, where they have a very nice fight in Angel Grove, where they're fighting putties, and it's like a very cool. You could tell Netflix did well with this budget. You could tell that Netflix kind of expanded the fight scenes instead of it being just one hit, like ayah, 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 the ayah. It was like a little bit of a ha ha pa pa pa, you know. It was kind of like that. So that's what I liked about it. There's even a point where the Rangers are having to save civilian after civilian after civilian because Rita's just sending putties after putties after putties. Rita wants her own personal toy collection, pretty much. Basically, Rita needs the Rangers to power up this machine. It's basically a time portal where she will meet her younger self. And when she meets her younger self, she will kill the Rangers in their sleep before Zordon even picks them to become Rangers. And also giving younger Rita life's worth of information so that way she knows how to take over the world before she tried as a younger person. So that's her plan, and she needs the Power Rangers energy to do it. So that's what happens. That's Rita's plan. So Billy's like, you know what? If they want us so bad, we need to find a way to stop them because this is bad. Then we get a heart to heart with Zack and Min. So after all that, Zack and Min have a talk, and we find out some really key information here. I don't know if this is right, but I'm just trying to highlight the key points. So Min is arguing with Zack because she wants to be a ranger and take down Robo Rita, and Zack is like, no, you can't do that because we're Power Rangers. It's not about revenge. It's about saving humanity, and it's about fighting for what's right. But Min is like, get out of here. And then Min finds out what exactly happened. So Zack basically tells Min that Billy was trying to bring Zordon back. He was trying to bring Zordon back because, you know, Zordon was seemingly destroyed, boom, by Andros. But when he had tried Rita's like evil entity spirit type of thing, it went through the crack itself. So basically, the tube was remade, and Rita's sort of essence, evil essence, went through it instead of Zordon, and it cracked the tube open, and it launched onto Alpha. So my hand, okay, look. So this is Alpha, right? This is Alpha. This is Rita's essence. So Rita's essence goes through the tube and hits Alpha right here. And Alpha's like, and boom, that's how Robo Rita got created. She possessed Alpha, creating Robo Rita. And that's where that whole fight scene was earlier. It was outside of the crafted technology. Billy was able to make the battle over there. That's where that fight had came in. So basically, Billy felt mad guilty because something that he was trying to do right went terribly wrong, and it resulted in Trini getting hurt and getting killed. This making Billy feel really guilty about it. And Min didn't know this, but she was like, you know what? I forgive him, but I'm still pissed at Rita, so I gotta kill her. So then, I might have mixed this up a bit. I'm sorry, but yeah. So in the we find out that Rita's just sending putty after 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 putty. And Alpha even sends out a distress signal to Rangers across dimensions. He's like, says Minotaur and Slytherin are on the attack. They want to take your energy. You must unmorph now. So that means the stakes are actually high. So boom, Cat is like, you know what? They're made of metal. So if they're made of metal, we can use that to our advantage. So they use this giant magnet, and this is where before this during this giant magnet thing, that's where Zack and Min have the heart to heart. So boom, they use this giant magnet, and they're all able to capture Minotaur and Slither. So then they morph, and then the Rangers have to go all around Angel Grove to stop them, to stop the putties from attacking. There's even a point where Min has the Saber-Tooth Tiger morpher as she sees it on the news, and she goes, Saber-Tooth Tiger, but it just doesn't work, and the putties are laughing, and she's like, ah, shoot. So she's trying to fight the putties off, and it's just not working. There's even a point where two putties grab her and do a whole WWE slam on her back on the table. Like, no messed up shit, but they literally broke her back. Like, they literally went like this. And Min was like, and then, you know, Rocky and Zack teleport in, and Zack is like, time for some hip hop keto. Yeah. Like he's moving Hip Hop Kiddo, which is a very good reference. Even Rocky does his kick that he failed at in Turbo, making Justice come in. But yeah, Hip Hop Kiddo happens, and boom, Billy then figures out, you know what, we have to go to the source of all this, which is the Moon Palace. Um, but before this, when the Rangers teleport back to the command center, Min gets captured by Minotaur and Slider. I think what happens is Rita creates a new version of them. I'm assuming. So Min gets captured. She's held hostage. So boom, the Rangers morph. And they're fighting off Minotaur and Slytherin. Then Billy gets overpowered, or Zach or Billy, one of the Rangers gets overpowered, and Min decides to jump in, taking the same hit Rita did to her mom. But instead of Min dying, Min gets these whole like flashbacks of Trini, you know, being a ranger, being with her friends, showing her teamwork and stuff like that. And Min wakes up, and the saber-tooth tiger morpher finally bonds to her. And Zach is like, "You want to say it?" And she's like, "You kidding? It's morphin' time!" And they do like the whole roll call, like Mastodon. I think it's like Mastodon, Pterodactyl, Triceratops, Saber-tooth Tiger, and Tyrannosaurus, and they all morph, and boom, Min has finally become the Yellow Ranger just like her mom, which is automatically an amazing thing to see. And the Rangers are kicking butt in this scene, like, they even stab Minotaur, like, Rita makes Slytherin grow into Megazord, and Billy and Min go into the Megazord, and I like the design, and Bill is the one leading the Megazord attack, so I love that a lot. When Minotaur is finally put down, um, Slytherin is growing. So Billy just straight up goes to stab Rita. So basically, Rita's talking mad shit, and Billy just like and stabs her. Straight up just stabs her. Just goes sling, and then he's like, "That's enough for her. Let's get to the Megazord." So they get to the Megazord, every Ranger. But then Rita comes back to life. You know that was gonna happen either way. So after they defeat Slider, they head back to the moon base to take down the thing. But then Rita's talking mad shit, and the energy portal, the time portal is almost complete. But Min is like, "Nah, fuck that." She grabs her two saber-tooth daggers and just throws them at Rita. And Rita's like this, pinned to the wall. Rocky and Billy grab the ranger stands that are on the left and right side. They take those off. Kat then shoots an arrow, takes out the machine, and then Zach is like this, uses the power axe, cannon mode, and goes like, "This is for Trini." Boom! And shoots Rita in the face. Rita is dead, and you know damn well she was not coming back. And that was an amazing scene. So the movie ends off with Zach, Min, and the movie ends off with Karen. I said Karen. Aisha and Adam finally coming. So there's a little bit of a reference here. So basically, throughout the film, Aisha and Adam are trying to get to them, but they have to use a 6-hour cloaking device because the Trubian Empire is after them. If you know what the Trubian Empire is, Power Rangers SPD, but they're not working for SPD. It says SPA on their like badges, so I don't know how that's gonna work. I have a theory, but I don't know. Um, when they do finally arrive, you know, they have the heart-to-heart talk, and they teleport back to their ship. Kat goes back to JJ, and Rocky goes back to being a fireman and eating his noodles. Then we have a heart-to-heart with Billy, Min, and Zach at the juice bar. And you can tell that they have become one big family now, and Min has no resentment towards Billy anymore, which was a nice touch, I'd have to say. And I love it a lot. Of course, the Power Rangers were going to win, obviously, but I love how it went from like Kitty to Heart. I love that about it. It was a very special crossover for both the, not crossover, for a very special event for the old Power Ranger fans and the new one. Now let's head into details. So details are pretty fire, I like to say. I love the references that they do include in this film. They're very much lots of references to the old show, but I love how it's doing also fan service. It's something that most people wouldn't expect to happen, but when it did happen, it was amazing. I wish that Toy Trang and Jason David Frank were alive to see this thing happen. I'm pretty sure they're watching up above right now, and I'm hoping that they are very happy that this has came out, and it really paid respect to both Tommy and Trini, aka Jason David Frank, and Toy Trang. Toy Trang had died when Mighty Morphin Power Rangers had came out, and Tommy had died during the production of this. He didn't join it, but he did die, and it was very sad time for Power Rangers. So I feel like this event or episode of Power Rangers really brought a sort of honor and a sort of like, I don't know how to explain, like a sort of like honor, or like very much a very fan service, and a very I don't know the word, but I hope you guys are understanding what I'm trying to say. But it really does a lot of service to both Jason David Frank and Toy Train, which I like. I love how they brought Steve Cardenas and Catherine Sunderland back to play their roles. I like how Rocky and Cat are in the Dino Megazord because I believe they weren't. I think Cat was in Crane and I think Rocky was in Thunder. So I love how they were all in the Dino Megazord. Also, the Megazord fight scene, amazing. You could tell that the budget really went up. It wasn't like no toys running. It was like literally CGI, and I loved it a lot. Billy leading the team, obviously amazing. The suit designs looked even better. I love how the fight choreography went as well. Very well done from the stunt team as well. And yeah, um, I love Min's character development, how she just goes from this angry kid to a very self-centered kid and realizes, you know what, being a Power Ranger isn't about being just kicking butt. It's about really saving lives and stuff. But yeah, like right there, Billy got his butt kicked, and like boom, Trini jumps in the way to take the hit. So man, yeah, they take off the helmets. Yeah, I told you I wasn't bugging. But yeah, that's it for this video. It really does show how much people love Power Rangers, and it shows that this film really hit hearts to fans and also people that never even watched Power Rangers before. Like, you could have been watching Mighty Morphin one season and that was it, but watch this special and you can really get the essence of what Power Rangers is. It's not just about kicking butt and doing corny one-liners. It's really about family and it's really about teamwork, and you can sense that throughout this, and you can sense that you could be angry at somebody for so long, but once you start to realize that you might have been in the wrong, it was very special to watch, and it's very special to see both Billy and Min sort of repackage their friendship and their trust in one another, which was honestly a good scene. So I'm gonna guess that this might be the final. This hopefully might not be, but it feels like it might be. This might be the last scene or the last thing we might see of these Rangers. Hopefully in Cosmic Fury, Power Rangers Cosmic Fury, they come back and like, look at those suits. Those suits look crispy, bro. Those suits look crispy. But yeah, I hope they do come back and really do service to the teams. But yeah, I love this film a lot. There were definitely some funny moments, but also some dramatic and teary moments as well. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and see you guys in the next one. Boom!